Welcome back to SABC's The Masked Singer. I'm your host, Charlie, and we had such an exciting first week last week. We had 4 contestants go home, but we have 9 performers still ready for this week's episode. Now, why don't we recap what happened last week with the campfire songs and who did go home? Let's check it out.
Jesus, Prince of Peace, glory.
I said, let me see your funky chicken. What's that? You said, I said,
My heart talk about deep, deep, down, down.
Let's not, when we were all in bed. Old mother lived.
I just want to be a sheep, ba 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 ba.
I said, Pharaoh, Pharaoh.
It was good singing,
brought
good
it.
actions.
Peace like a river I've got.
I don't mind.
Have you ever seen a bear comb in his hair?
Oh, you can't ride in my little...
Man, yes, I thought the bar was set, but that just took it to a whole new level. Love.
Steph, Dave, Jordan, and John K. are not moving on. Yes, we are sad to see Steph, Dave, Jordan, and John Keller's faces go home, but we still had 9 staff members' faces that are going to be performing tonight, and there are 9 alumni, that means, that are behind each mask, and some of you, I know for a fact, have not figured everyone out. So make sure to give us your guesses. You can comment below in our comment section of the video, or if you want, we'll also have voting opportunities on our stories. And with us this week, we have a few new faces on our judging panel. Let's welcome Steph, who is our sous chef in the kitchen and has been at camp for a year and a quarter about. And Amber is an alumni of our staff. She has been a cabin leader, she has been our chapel coordinator, she has been on our housekeeping staff, but most of her days are kept busy taking care of her and Jordan's little girl.
Aw, cute.
You all know Jordan. Welcome to the panel, Steph and Amber. Why don't we hear what Steph and Amber have to say on their thoughts from last week's performances?
Yeah, I think for the first week it was good. A lot of energy, which is, I mean, it's camp, so there has to be a lot of energy. And yeah, Elliot loved it.
Well, I've never been here before in the summer, so a lot of the songs I didn't recognize, but some of them were just too funny to not enjoy, even if you had no idea what they were attempting to say. But yeah, I thought it was great. I loved how people matched their personalities to the masks that they were wearing, so it was really good.
Now last week's songs were campfire songs, but this week it is chapel songs. And I am so excited to sing along with each of these classic camp chapel songs. And also, judges, who are you looking forward to seeing perform this week? Do you think anybody's going to step up their game?
It's a good question, Charlie. I think I would like to see Jody do a little bit more actions. You know, they were in one spot. And same with Steven. I know like a lot of these people, and I guess Abby too, they're all playing instruments, but like, come on, you gotta dance.
I'm excited to see what John Gartley is going to do this week. But yeah, the piano playing for Abby was beautiful, but it needs to be more hyped up and yeah, I'm excited to see what they do this week.
And I really was entertained by the bobblehead Barry, so I'm hoping he does more this week with that, because it was just straight up entertaining.
This one is a good one. Are there any chapel songs that you think you can guess are going to be performed before we watch them?
I know one that we did this, well, not this last summer, but the summer before, Pharaoh, Pharaoh. That one's got good actions and is a total hype song. That one's probably one of my favorites.
Deep Cries Out. is a fun one. It's a newer one. A lot of our songs are just jumping, so I'm excited to see what they do so that they don't lose the head.
Yeah, and I don't know any of the real camp songs here, so I'm just excited for chapel song.
I don't know. There's some really popular ones out there.
Well, why don't we get started? And we're actually going to kick it off with a little John Gartley.
In my wrestling and in my doubt, in my failures, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore. Fire before us, you're the brightest. You will lead us through the storm. My lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore.
My heart has been in your sights long before my first breath. Running into your arms is running to life from death. And I feel this rush deep in my chest. Your mercy is calling out. Just as I am, you pull me in, and I know I need you now. I run to the Father, fall into grace. I'm done with the hiding, no reason to wait. My heart needs a surgeon, my soul needs a friend. So I run to the Father again and again and again and again. Oh, oh, oh.
Romans 16:19 says, Romans 16:19 says, be excellent at what is good, be innocent of evil. Be excellent at what is good, be innocent of evil. And the God of peace will soon crush Satan. God will crush him underneath your feet. God of peace will soon crush Satan. God will crush him underneath your feet.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh.
We are at the halfway mark of our performances. Judges, let's hear what your thoughts are on the first half of our performances this week. We have some big hitters from last week in this half. Do you think they hit the same mark as they did last week? Are there others who have stepped up to the plate?
Well, Barry definitely stepped it up. That was quite impressive.
Like the fact that he somehow cloned himself, you know, and 2 berries. I felt kind of like I was at a rock concert, and it was awesome.
I loved John Gertley again. That was that was great. I loved all of them. Abby's again was beautiful. It
Like
was
Abby's by far was the best singing.
the
Like,
best singing. So well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Tanya definitely had the best actions, you know, this little light of mine, and that head just moves around. I don't even know how.
John Gertley's head.
Oh yeah, John Gartley, like rubber neck and salute from the. Yeah. That was awesome.
Was it funny? Really? Is that what you have to say?
Do you want more, Elliot? Do you want to see more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, dear audience, we are going to head into our second half of performances, which will also have some great songs to sing along to and maybe do some actions for. We will find out.
I can only imagine what it will be like when I walk by your side. I can only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. I can only imagine. Oh, I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? To my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak it all? I can only imagine. Oh, I can only imagine. I'm trading my sorrows. I'm trading my shame. I'm laying it down for the joy of the Lord. I'm trading my sickness. I'm trading my pain. I'm laying it down for the joy of the Lord. We're singing, yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord. Yes, Lord, yes, Lord, yes, yes, Lord, amen.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind, and love all of mankind as you would love yourselves, and love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and mind, and love all mankind. We've got Christian lives to live. We've got Jesus' love to give. We've got nothing to hide, because in him we abide. Love.
my wrestling and in my doubt, in my failure, you won't walk out. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea. In the silence, you won't let go. In the questions, your truth will hold. Your great love will lead me through. You are the peace in my troubled sea. Oh, you are the peace in my troubled sea. My lighthouse, shining in the darkness, I will follow you. Oh, my lighthouse, I will trust the promise. You will carry me safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore, safe to shore.
And that was our last performance for tonight. Judges, what are your thoughts on our second half performances?
I just want to say, I think like from both halves, everyone can sing so good. Like, I was just floored at the amazing talent of all the people that came.
I take back what I said about the one from Abby because they're all camp songs, and it's like, even the slow ones, it's just like brings you back to camp, and it's like, oh, even though it's not super like, woo, kind of in your face, it's just like, it's still camp. And so this is gonna be really difficult to judge because they were all so good.
We'll start with Justin at the end there. You know what? First song had lots of actions, you know, like a fountain and all that stuff, and then they come in here, and this is still an action song. So I was missing the action. Jody, I think Jody stepped it up. There was a little bit more movement than a campfire song. I really appreciate it. I said they need to step it up, and I think they did, singing once again. Fantastic. We'll go Charlie. Charlie, once again, great performance. Good mix of actions, great singing, and like the sparkly shirt, I don't know. It just like,
It's Charlie.
it just brings that look. It brings that look together with the red lipstick, sparkly shirt, actions. Steven, another great classic camp song. I think Trading My Sorrows is what they sang. I felt like doing the actions the whole time. It was just really fun. And last but not least, I think that Lori stepped up her game the most because, no offense to everybody else, but it seemed like everyone kind of stayed where they were from the first song. Like, either if they're playing a guitar, they play guitar, piano, they're still at piano. Like, but she went from doing actions, getting everybody at the campfire, to playing the piano. I think that Lori just showed off biggest range of abilities, which I think will do well for them in this competition.
All right, Steph, what would you say is your favorite performance out of all of them?
John Gartley was pretty funny, but I've never seen that song done with such an array of actions before. So that was pretty great with the My Lighthouse. I think it also made Justin at the end. Yeah, the most noticeably not doing actions because the other one was so action filled.
Jordan, do you have a favorite out of all 9 performances?
I don't know if I have a one favorite, Charlie. I have a couple favorites. I will say that Abby and Jody definitely, in my opinion, were the best sung performances. And I think, like, best overall, like I said, I really liked Lori's, and can't leave out Barry's though. Like, multiple Barry's.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's 4 that are my favorite, and
I really like Tanya. Like, the person singing is just so fun, and I can just see them getting everybody involved and making sure, you know, those shy people are getting up and doing the actions. So that's why I like Tanya, but I also really like, Steven and Lori.
Thank you, judges. We'll see you on Friday.
See you then.
Bye.
And now it's time for you, our dear audience, to get your voices heard. Do not let your favorites go home this week. Vote. You can vote in the comment section below. You can vote in our stories. Make sure to say who your favorites are so that they do not go home on Friday. As well, have your guesses changed, or have you just become more certain of who you think is behind the mask? Also leave those in the comments or in our stories on Instagram. So come back on Friday as we find out our bottom 3 performers, and sadly they will be going home. But before they go home, we will be unmasking them and finding out who the alumni behind the mask is. So come back Friday, and also don't forget that the telethon for SABC is happening February 27th. It's going to be live on Facebook and YouTube, and our finale for The Masked Singer will be aired that afternoon, so you don't want to miss out on who will win it all. We'll see you on Friday. Bye!